From the newsroom to the radio booth, Black women are changing the sound and face of media. But what does it take to get there? According to Women's Media Center, women of color in the United States are significantly unrepresented, totaling to less than 13% of local TV news staff and a little over 6% of local radio staff. Despite this, many Black women in media continue to try to break barriers, serving in roles such as anchors, reporters, and radio hosts. And they do this to share their stories and culture and community. So the question is, why aren't more Black women welcomed into positions of power to tell their own stories while reflecting many in the audience they serve? Joining us now to help answer that question and more are TV personality Kaylynn Pride and lecturer and radio host Ava Perrine. Thank you both for joining me today.
Thank you for having us, Joyce.
Thank you. So Kaylynn, let's start with you. Can you tell me a little bit about your journey into media and what inspired you to pursue a career as an anchor?
Yes, so my journey actually started right here in your shoes, here at DESU TV, and that led me to various internships, such as working at Channel 6 ABC, WPVI in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I did a couple anchor reads with one of their lead anchors there, and that led me to working for the Marketing and Communications Department here at Delaware State while I was a student. My experience here really ultimately led me to a TV station in Wilmington, Delaware, where I started out as a reporter. And then that turned into me being a full-time news producer, and then fill-in anchor, and then a multimedia journalist, or MMJ for short. And then I ended up just wearing a lot of different hats. But ultimately, the experience that I had here at Delaware State University that you're currently in right now is what led me and what began my journey. The diversity pool is slim. I remember being at WPVI where the station itself is actually quite diverse, which is really, really great. But of the pool of interns, I do remember me being the only African American one, and nonetheless also the only one from an HBCU at the time. In smaller positions leading up, I know I'm so very proud to see that there are a lot of Black women who are starting to dominate, but the numbers are really small still to this day. Even though we're seeing it grow, that's something that I wish we could continue to see evolve a little faster.
Turning it over to Ms. Perrine, your show Planet Ava discusses real conversations. How did you get started and what inspired you to launch your show?
Well, it started because I love media. And so, as with all of you, I started in college at my campus radio station, not knowing that ultimately it would lead me full circle to being a professional in the career field. I started in radio news and then television news. And then ultimately I thought to myself, this podcasting thing, that sounds like lots of fun.
I know you are a lecturer, so as a lecturer and media professional, how do you encourage your students, especially young Black women, to find their voices in media?
Well, if anyone has had my class, I say just do it kind of deal. Take the initiative. So we offer so many opportunities throughout the department and throughout the university. So each of us who teaches in this department, we have not similar experience, but we have collective experience in the media.
A question for both of you. Kaylynn, I'll start with you first. What do you believe is next for Black women in media representation?
I feel as though Black women in media, we're starting to evolve even more. We see Black women running certain networks now, which is something that would have been a foreign concept, maybe like 20, 30, 40 years ago, to be completely transparent. So I really can really predict, I don't even want to say predict, I can see it, it's already happening. Women continuing to dominate when it comes to taking ownership, but also being in the rooms behind the scenes, right?
And I think it's also important for us to recognize that it's not just a Black thing. So we connect with all kinds of colleagues of every race and every culture, because that's what helps us to have that fresh content and that feeling of inclusivity with other people as well. So I think that it's important for us to just continue as we are and to realize that we stand on others' shoulders.
Well said. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
for
having
having
us,
us.
Joyce.
Thank you. To learn more about Black women in media, visit the GinaDavisInstitute.org.